You know, what about MCT oil? What about coconut oil? What about motor oil? What breaks a fast? Intermittent fasting. That's what we're going to discuss in today's video, guys. Now, I'm Steve and I've lost over £100 and gone from this to this. And fasting has played a huge part in that transformation and that journey. Now, in these videos, guys, I talk about the combination of things that got me these results, whether it be keto, fasting, the forms of exercise that I've done. All of them things together help me lose over £100 and get them results. And in these videos, we deep dive individually into each of those just to give you a little bit of a better understanding about what I did to do that, to hopefully help you a little bit more in your weight loss journey. Okay guys, so let's get into it. What breaks a fast? Intermittent fasting. We're also going to be taking a look at my intermittent fasting results before and after pictures. Okay guys, now I've linked a few things in the description, whether that be Fitbits or earbuds or resistance bands, just to try and help you out a little bit along your weight loss journey. So it's all linked down there, and it's all available on Amazon. So if you're looking for that extra little bit of help, just to help you along the way a bit, it's all linked down there. So I'm just going to briefly explain what intermittent fasting is, and then we can get into what breaks a fast. So with intermittent fasting, you have an eating window and you have a fasting window. Now, an eating window is pretty self-explanatory. So in the eating window, you'll consume all your calories and you'll eat during this time, and in your fasting window, you will have nothing. So you'll drink water and you'll fast for that time. Now, this is commonly referred to as either a 16 and 8, a 20 and 4, or OMAD. And what we mean by this is you'll have 16 hours where you'll be fasting and 8 hours where you'll be eating. So 16 and 8 is 24. There's 24 hours in the day, and that's just how you're breaking up your day. So you'll have an 8-hour eating window, say from 12 p.m. until 8, and then you'll stop eating and you'll fast from 8 p.m. all the way through to midday the following day, and that'll be your 16-hour fast and your 8-hour eating window. And the same can be said for a 20 and 4 or OMAD, which is 1 meal a day, but you can toy around with it however you'd like. So you can also have, say, a 18 and 6 or something like that, but that is basically what intermittent fasting is. Okay guys, now what I'm going to try and do is going to try and make it as simple and straightforward as I possibly can for you. Now, when I was, this big, you'd go online and you'd try and find answers to this question, and you'd go on YouTube and you'd find half-an-hour videos, or you'd go online and find, huge web articles that were just incredibly complicated, and you finish them, more confused than when you started. So let's just cut straight to it. What's going to break a fast? Okay, so what I think you're safe with is water. Water. I've been pulled up a few times for not saying it right. Or H2O, green tea, and black coffee. Them three things there are what I would say are safe to consume while fasting. That won't break your fast. Now, there are a few other things that you can have that may not break your fast, but they are hotly debated and they come into this sort of grey area. And when you're looking at videos like this, what you'll tend to see is people trying to make this incredibly complicated and complex, and it just completely confusing. They'll have 1,000,001 things that you can have, and 1,000,001 things that you can't, and at the end of it you're still a bit frazzled because you don't know what any of it really means, and the things that you can have cost £1,000. So it's it's just ridiculous. And yeah, if you stick to them things, guys, H2O, green tea and black coffee, you're going to be okay. There are other things you hear people go, what about MCT oil? What about coconut oil? What about motor oil? But guys, just try and keep it really, really simple. So there are things that you might get away with, but you're best to stick to your water, your green tea and your black coffee. Now, if you are struggling, there are things that you can do. One, you can exercise a little, and I don't mean go nuts in the gym, I just mean go out for a walk. That might take your mind off it, and it'll help you not focus so much on food. And you can get out there, have a little bit of exercise, burn some calories, which is good, and take your mind off it a little bit, changing your eating window. So if you're doing a 16 and 8 and you're really, really struggling to get them 16 hours in, which a lot of people do, that's okay, that's all right. I would say go back to basics straight away, go to a 12 and 12. So that, I think, is what most people do. But some people say it has no benefits. I disagree. I say that it does, because it teaches you that discipline. Now, a 12 and 12 would be you finish eating at 8 p.m. and you start again the following day at 8 a.m. for your breakfast. That, I think, is what the majority of the population do. But what it teaches you is to not snack after 8 p.m. before you go to bed, which I think is beneficial when moving up to your 16 and 8. Now, if you structure it like that, all you need to do really is just push your breakfast back a few hours to, just gone 12 and you're at your 16-hour fast. But people do tend to struggle. So what I'd say is just toy with it a bit. Don't have a 12 and 12, just toy with it a bit, just open it up a little bit more. And so you've got a bit more time in your eating window. It's not as strict as you have to do 60 and 8, you have to do 20 and 4, you have to do OMAD. Toy around with it, don't jump in the deep end, do what suits you. There are so many people that are making this ridiculously complicated, and it's peer-reviewed journals and PhD doctoral candidate papers looking at metabolism, and it's people, YouTubers, and forgive me for this, influencers, that that are, have had six packs since they were 7 years old. I've never been a pound overweight, and now are trying to see things from your perspective, but also trying to make things incredibly complicated. And it's just mind-blowing. Just keep it simple, guys. H2O, green tea and black coffee. If you're struggling with that, toy with your eating window, make it a little bit easier for you, and once you're comfortable in that, you can close it up again. Don't jump straight into the deep end. Don't jump in straight into a 16 and 8 if you can't handle it. Just move up slowly to it. These people try and make it so much more complicated than it should be. And they have no idea what it is to be, like I was, way over 300 pounds, 40% body fat. And I mean, that is a good thing, but to try and assume you think you know what it means to be that big, it's not, you can't really relate to people if you haven't done that. And I was that big and having serious chats with the doctor, and I went and lost 100 pounds. And I'm not saying that I have washboard abs like a lot of these guys do. I'm looking to try and get there in like 2 or 3 years, because that's realistic. But I'm not gonna sit here and con you into thinking it's way more complicated than it needs to be. Things that will break your fast, there's loads of things that will break your fast, but keep it simple. Things that won't break your fast are going to be water, green tea and black coffee. Keep it simple. If you're struggling with that, guys, toy with your eating window, make it as simple and straightforward for you as possible. And then, you know, when you feel comfortable, close your eating window up again. But yeah, don't be conned into thinking it's really complicated, because, you know, there's a lot of videos out there that try and make it ridiculously hard to follow. And so, you know, you can only really succeed and lose weight with their advice. Total crap. You know, losing weight can be really easy. If you've got a lot of weight to lose, it's going to take a long time. A big change takes a big amount of time. But if you put the work in, you're going to get them results. And it can be very, very straightforward. Don't be conned into thinking that it can't be. So things that break a fast, don't worry about that. Things that will keep you in a fasted state: water, green tea and black coffee. Okay guys, so there you go. I've tried to make it as simple as I possibly can for you, which, you know, I think these days on YouTube is a bit of a rarity. The things that you can have: stick to water, green tea and black coffee. If you're really, really struggling, a little bit of exercise, you know, going for a walk, or just toying with your eating window. There's no need to jump in the deep end with this, or, you know, just go hell for leather. Just take it easy, take it slow, you'll be okay, you know, and it's just a nice slow process. Really, really simple, really, really straightforward. Okay, one more thing. I just wanted to say a huge thank you, and I feel like I'm doing this in every video, to all of the new subscribers that are here. You know, it's absolutely nuts. There's a few videos on the channel that are going absolutely crazy, and there's this subscriber numbers are just going through the roof, which is insane. I think this time next week we could be at 2,000 subscribers, which sounds insane. I just want to thank every single one of you. It means the world to me. It really, really does. You know, it wasn't too long ago that I was thanking 10 subscribers and thinking, you know, this time next week we could be at 2,000 is completely insane. So I just wanted to say a massive, massive thank you to you all. You know, you bring a massive smile to my face every time I go on the computer and I see the subscriber number has jumped up a little bit. It's amazing. And hopefully I'll continue to help you guys out with your weight loss, and give you more information like this just to help you out a little bit. That's all I want to do. But yeah, it's insane to think that nearly 2,000 people have subscribed to the channel. Yeah, it's crazy. Okay guys, so that's the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Beware the donut goblin. I'm Steve, this is Life at the Whitehouse. I'll see you again next time. Cheers guys. Hi guys, thanks so much for watching the video. If you did like it, please do drop a thumbs up down below. If you want to see more videos, click on the link on the left hand side, and if you've got any questions for me, leave them down there in the comments and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But apart from that, remember to subscribe, and I'll see you again next time.